Okay, but imagine the power that I would have as an English teacher. Like, look at this, look at this. Welcome to class, kids. I really want to wear these glasses because they like complete the look, but I also want you guys to be able to look in my eyes. So let's just pretend that the glasses are there. Ever since I've fallen back in love with anime and I've been really into manga, K-pop, and like other interests that don't really have to do with reading, I feel like my reading speed or like the amount of books that I read per month has gone a little bit down in recent months. So like reading definitely has not been a priority for me, and I want to kind of change that. Like I've read a couple of books that kind of remind me why I love reading so much, and I want to keep feeling like that. There is just a feeling that you get from reading a really good book or finding your next favorite book that I miss, and I kind of want to get that back. So I want to try and read 100 pages every day. If I'm in the middle of a page of a sentence and I reach the 100 page mark, I'm not just going to be like, well, okay, that's it, that's enough, 100 pages, I'm good. The minimum is 100 pages, but if I'm feeling it, if I'm in the reading mood, if I'm loving the book, I'm just gonna keep on reading and see where that takes us. So I want to go through the books that I want to read for this week. It's not at all ambitious. It's just books that I've been reading, but I haven't fully committed to them. And I want to take this week to fully commit to them and be like, okay, 100 pages every day. Let's see how we do. So the first book is Super Fake Love Song, written by David Yoon. And I received this from a friend of mine. I was supposed to read it at the beginning of the year, and we're in the middle of 2021, and I still have yet to read it. I started it a few days ago, and I've made little to no progress. I've already divided each 100-page marker, so like I know the page that I'm supposed to get to every day. Right now, I'm in page 83, so that means that today, Monday, I need to reach page 183. Thank you, I graduated college.
See, I'm telling you, I have the mind of a master. I have the mind of
a new girl comes to town, and our main character is called Sunny Day, and he has to like show her around, introduce her to people, and he actually pretends to be someone that he's not. He pretends to be a rock star, he's in a band, just so that she thinks that he's cool. So right now he's like building this fake life so that she likes him, and that's where we're at right now. The other book that I've been reading for 2 months now, I'm so disappointed in myself because I've been dying to read this book, and the fact that I've taken over 2 months to even read 100 pages, yeah, I failed. I failed as a reader, I failed as a human, I failed as a woman. The Burning God by R.F. Kuang. This is the third and final book in the Poppy War series trilogy. And as you can see, there's a bookmark. And there's also the 100-page markers that I did before this intro. I'm currently on page 80. You know what I mean? 2 months reading The Burning God. 80 pages is all that I can say that I've done in 2 months.
We are going to pretend we didn't hear that.
That's 40 pages every month. That's less than 1 page. I don't know. Somebody do the math. It's disappointing. It's disgusting. I don't want to talk about it. But then I also have The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. This cover is stunning, absolutely stunning. I really want to see what's gonna happen to my brain, to my emotions, to my my love and my relationship with reading. I want to see what happens if every day, I'm not gonna say force, but I challenge myself to read 100 pages as a minimum. I miss the feeling of being obsessed with reading and just like fangirling over characters and crying and feeling all of the emotions. I miss that. So I'm really hoping that by doing this challenge, I sort of reconnect with that part of myself that loved reading so much. And I think I'm just rambling now because I don't want to read. Like, yeah, I'm doing this challenge so that I feel the reading mood come on, But right now, I just want to keep watching my K-drama. This is what I'm dealing with. Like, my brain wants to be so productive. It wants to get through all of these books. But then my heart is like, okay, but this K-drama is getting really good and I really want to watch it. Enough talking, let's get to reading. Yes. Tuesday morning. Hi, hello. I just came back from my morning walk with Cooper and my dad, and I thought I would update you guys on my reading because I was actually successful on the first day of this reading challenge. I don't know how it sounds to you guys, but 100 pages is actually a lot, especially when you have so many distractions. More specifically, my K-drama, which I'm just like in a really big K-drama binging mood. So it was hard for me to pause my episode and focus on the reading, and if it weren't for this reading challenge, I would have probably just stopped reading. I would have probably just forgotten how to read if it weren't for the subtitles of my K-drama. Update, let's go. I actually read a little bit over 100 pages yesterday. My goal was page 185, and I read until page 205, which is 20 more pages, so in total 120. There I go. Look at me go. Who would have thought? Not me. I'm over halfway through Super Fake Love Song, and so far, it's like not even a solid 3. At this point, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go on a tangent for a little bit because at this point, I've been reading so many 3-star books. I don't think I know what I like because I keep choosing books that are average and I'm looking for a book to blow my mind. So maybe the next reading challenge, I'm just gonna let you guys choose my TBR because at this point, I'm over it. If I'm in page 205, then I need to read up until page 305, which would be this. I think I'm just gonna, I'm gonna just read. I'm gonna finish Super Fake Love Song today on the second day of this reading challenge. So I'm gonna read more than 100 pages again, but I think that's fine because this has a total of 349 pages. So if today's goal is 305, that's just 50 more pages. So yeah, 150 pages, that's totally fine. With this book and how it's going, maybe it won't be fine, but hey, it's all part of the process. So yes, this is today's reading plans. And maybe if I'm feeling up to it after I finish this, I can just go on and start The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, because this is stunning and I didn't choose this one. This was sent to me by Ray Ray. After I finish this, even though I would have already completed my 100 pages for the day, I think I might just go ahead and read like maybe the first chapter of this just to see how it's gonna be. That's how my second day is going. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. I have a lot of energy because I just came back from walking. So I'm just gonna go get some breakfast. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna make my bed. I'm gonna be productive. I'm gonna have a good day. And I hope you will too. So I will update you guys later. What I'm really loving about this reading challenge is that the first pages are so hard. Like, you're like, getting to page 50 feels impossible, insurmountable, one of those impossible challenges. Like, do you really even want to be a reader? Cause like 50 pages, nah, that's too much. But suddenly you're like in page 80 and then page 90 and you're like, hold up, I might just complete this challenge. And then by the time that you hit page 100, you're like, I can for sure keep going. And so that's exactly what I did, my dudes. Tuesday night, second day of this reading challenge, and I finished my first book. My first book that has 349 pages. To be honest, I had already started, so 349 minus 83, I read that from Monday to Tuesday. Be proud of me, please be proud of me, but don't be too proud, because okay, listen, I think somebody jinxed me. Like, somebody saw that I was doing so well and they were like, you know what, I don't like that, and so they cursed me, and now every book that I'm reading is a 2-star. And that's devastating because it's making me question if I even want to be a reader. Like, imagine reading a 2-star book after a 2-star book after a 2-star book. Like, it starts sucking at your soul, and sooner or later you won't have any soul left to be sucked. I don't know where I'm going with this, but the point is that this, unfortunately, is part of my 2-star curse. The last book that was a 2-star was actually the buddy read on my Discord, which is heartbreaking. Like, imagine putting people through that book. I'm really sorry. Like, I'm actually sorry. It was One Last Stop by Casey McKiston, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're here to talk about a Super Fake Love Song by David Yoon. The writing style in this one just took me out. It was like not funny for me. The sort of like one-liners just weren't hitting the mark. I think that's what this book is. It's just a missed mark. A could have been, should have been, but wasn't. I'm glad I read it, but I wouldn't recommend it. So let's move on, because even though I did read more than 100 pages, I want to talk to you guys about the next book, which is hopefully going to be better than this one since I actually didn't pick it. This has exactly 402 pages. So theoretically, if I follow the reading challenge of a minimum of 100 pages every day, I'm going to finish this before... I should finish it on Saturday, but again, I think I'm going to go a little bit above and beyond. Yes, I'm doing this reading challenge, but I also have other things that I love, and I don't want to just stop playing or watching because that's not going to be sustainable in the future. Like, I want to find this happy medium where I can just do everything that I love and not have to sacrifice anything at all. Is that possible? I don't know, but I am trying, and that's what matters. So I think I'm going to watch maybe an episode or two of my K-drama, play a little Genshin, and yes, I will catch up with you guys later in the morning. Bye, good night. It is Wednesday, 10:37, and I have yet to reach the 100-page mark in The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. I'm gonna explain, okay? I might have done a boo-boo. I do not take full responsibility, and here is why. There was this new person that joined the server, like my server, and one thing led to another, and we played Genshin for 3 hours, and that's okay, you know? That's like, it's part of the experience. It had to be done, and yeah, it just happened, okay? I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry that it happened, but I do understand that I have this commitment with you guys, that I need to complete this reading challenge, and I repeat, I do not want to fail in my 3rd day of the challenge. Like, it's only Wednesday, and I cannot be losing so quickly. So since I still have some time before Wednesday is officially over, I have already can you see it? Yes. I have already divided every 100-page mark, and for today, I need to reach chapter 5, 6, 7. I need to reach chapter 7, which is 106 pages. Honestly, an hour and a half, I can totally do that. It's not like I haven't read anything. I did get to like chapter 3, like when I was on my way to work and a little bit in the morning. You know, like I tried my best to fill in my little breaks here and there with reading. But yeah, I haven't been the best today. So I'm going to push through. I believe that I can still do this. I hope you guys believe in me too. And let's just get this party started. I can't do a lot of talking because I actually don't want to fail. Levi is here with me and he believes in me. So let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's do this. Yes, I can do it. I can do it. is Friday evening and I have reading updates for you guys, so let's go. Listen up, fives, a 10 is speaking. 4:59 and I've already read my 100 pages of the day. I am currently on page 334, so I've actually read over the 100 page mark. I am missing this much. As you can see, I only have one more target to basically finish this book. My Friday plans are just editing, watching an anime movie, and finish my K-drama. So I think I have like a good rhythm going, so I think I can definitely finish this maybe before 6 p.m. and then I can get to editing and then I can just chill. So, I mean, if I do say so myself, I think I'm doing pretty good in this reading challenge. I'm actually really enjoying The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter because it combines a lot of my favorite Gothic tales like Frankenstein and Dracula. Van Helsing is mentioned, as well as Adam, who is from Frankenstein. And we also have Sherlock Holmes and Watson. We have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, of course, which our main character is the daughter of Dr. Jekyll. I love how the story is being written because it's being told through the perspective of the daughters of these crazy scientists and how they got together and how they solved crimes, basically, because they're living at the same time that the murders of Jack the Ripper happened. Of course, in this universe, I don't think Jack the Ripper exists because it's a whole other thing. It's like connected to this occult society of alchemists who want to control evolution in a way, sort of like Frankenstein did when he created his monster. I actually don't want to say that much because I want you guys to go into this book, if you do end up picking it up, I want you to go into it completely blind, just like I did, because I feel like if you know what's sort of going to happen, it takes away a little bit of the excitement and the spice. It's just so exciting to go into a book knowing absolutely nothing and having so much fun. And when Frankenstein was mentioned and when they kept referencing Castle of Otranto, which is, I think, the very first Gothic novel ever written, like, I'm just living out my Gothic fantasy and I am loving it. I've loved every single second of it. I love how they incorporate these classic tales and these characters are so well built and the relationships that they have with each other, it's so fun to read about and to be with them. And yeah, I'm having a great time. So thank you, Ray Ray, so much for sending this to me and making me read this, essentially, because I absolutely adore it. I am missing less than 100 pages to finish. Yeah, I'm missing 66 pages to finish. So I think, yeah, I'm definitely going to finish this before 6 p.m. and then I can do my other stuff. But in regards to my reading challenge, that would mean that for Saturday and Sunday, I have this bad boy to get through. I've only read 80 pages. I'm in the middle of a chapter, and if you ask me what's going on right now, I could not tell you. So I'm really happy that I've been taking notes because I'm definitely going to be using those tomorrow when I try to remember what's been happening. Like, yeah, at the end of every single chapter, usually I do it every 5 chapters, but for this one, there was so much going on. I was just like, nope, every chapter I need to write what's going on. Otherwise, I'm just going to be very, very confused. So past me, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us. Over 600 pages, definitely not going to be finishing this, but I do want to make like at least some damage, and by damage I mean like get at least over page 200, which at the rate that I'm going, I think it's plausible, especially since I'm doing it for a challenge and I'm doing it for you guys to make you proud. So enough rambling. I'm going to get to reading and I'm going to get to editing, and hopefully it's going to be a successful Friday night, you know, crazy wild night out in the town. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be wild. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later at night, maybe after I've finished the book so that I can tell you my final thoughts. So far it's sitting like at a 3.8. I don't know if I'm going to fully commit to that 4-star just yet, but it's looking good. And yeah, let's get to reading. Was hot. Since I had already started The Burning God in page 80, I read up until like page 180 for Saturday and then I stopped. And now I am going to be reading up until 280 to reach my 100 pages per day, which, is it this? No, that is very advanced. 280, come on. 280. Okay, so that's in the middle of a chapter. Let's see how much more I'd have to read. Oh my god. Okay. I'd have to read until page 292 to reach Sunday's goal, and then I'd like successfully finish this reading challenge that I'm doing. Let me just put this. So this is what I need to reach, and I'm currently 192, so I think that's like exactly 100 pages, literally, yeah. Okay, so it is currently 2:06 Hi Gojo, so I think I have plenty of time to read 100 pages. It's doable. Let's get to it. It is currently 4:21 and I have reached my daily goal of reading 100 pages. So that would be page 292, chapter 16, all done. Obviously, I didn't get to finish this book. I think I'm halfway through, but the goal was never really to finish this book. It was just more to like get a jump start because I have been reading this since April and we are in July. So I really wanted to take this reading challenge to push myself to read this book and give it a chance because 80 pages in and I just wasn't feeling the story. It was like really confusing because I haven't read The Dragon Republic since last year, so I was confused as to what was going on, and I don't like being confused, so I was just like, whatever. But thankfully, this reading challenge really challenged me. Sorry for being redundant, but it really did, because there were days like today where I was just not in the mood to read, but I was like, I made a promise to you guys, I made a promise to myself, and I wanted to try my very hardest to be successful in reading 100 pages every single day for 7 days. Let's go on to the results, because I mean, I know 2 books in a week isn't a lot, but I did manage to read 2 books, like from start to finish. I don't think I mentioned it, but I did give this 3.5 stars when I finished it. This book is written as if one of the characters that's inside the story is writing the book. So as she's writing, there are like these interjections of the characters from the book being like, did you really say that, or are you just showing off? Also times where it's the author of the book inside of this book is describing what another character was thinking, and then the same character interjects and she's like, I wasn't thinking that. So it's like those little very unique and fun interjections that I really enjoyed, and it made for a very interesting read. I do feel like this could have been more mysterious and more of a thriller type. I feel like if the author would have really milked that concept, it would have been a 4-star for me. But overall, I really did enjoy this. I loved spending time with this found family of monsters, and it's just like this group of girls, women, strong-headed and smart and witty and funny, and they're just solving mysteries, which is kind of legitness. I loved it. And then I also finished Super Fake Love Song by David Yoon. This listen, I found myself wanting the book to finish a lot sooner than it did. I think this only has like 300 and something pages, and I still think that was really long for this story. I don't know, that's just my opinion. If you've read Super Fake Love Song, let me know what you thought. Or if you've read this one as well, I would love to discuss these books with you. And then of course, the big boy, the bad boy, this behemoth. I mean, it's not really that big of a book. It does have around 600 pages. That's a lot, but it's not as much as other books that I've read. But it's still pretty intimidating, not gonna lie. Like, I am pretty proud of myself for sticking to this reading challenge, and even on the days that I wasn't feeling my best and that I wasn't really feeling like reading, I just nudged myself a little bit and I was just like, give it a chance, give it all that you've got. And I did. It's not like I was forcing myself to read it, but I think that when you're not reading and when you've gotten used to watching very easily consumable media like K-dramas and anime, like it's just a lot easier. It takes a little time for you to get back into the reading mindset. And I think that this challenge was the perfect reset button, because my reading mood and like my reading fuel, you know, it has escalated. And I'm having so much fun. I had so much fun reading all of these books. I know this was a 2-star, but it was still fun to document the experience. I am so glad that I did this challenge. I found it to be really fun. At times I was like, why did I put myself through this? But at other times it's like, I really needed this. So I think the next challenge has to be reading 200 pages every day, because if we're being honest, I did read over 100 pages almost every day. Not flexing or anything, I just let the record show I went above and beyond.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
I really enjoyed doing this reading challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you have any other reading challenges that you would like for me to try out, please leave them in the comments below. I hope you're having a fantastic day whenever you're seeing this. I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're still here, please leave this emoji to show that you're a fellow simper. I would really appreciate it. I love you all so much. I will see you next time. Bye.
Hey Jimmy, you nice. Keep going.